Back in 1948, a man said, "Carry as little as possible, but choose that little with care." That man was Earl Shaffer, the first person ever to hike the entirety of the Appalachian Trail. It's bizarre to consider that that was over 70 years ago, and the quote is still something that applies to modern hiking. Many people say it is smart to pack lightly. However, you cannot predict a bad situation, so it is important to choose wisely what you pack. I will be talking about different hiking equipment, day versus overnight hikes, and hiking locations. To begin, hiking is a fun activity that can be done by yourself or with a group, in a couple of hours or over the span of a few days. The majority of most hiking equipment is meant for overnight hikes, so here is a list of equipment you would need for a day hike. First would of course be a backpack or a small pouch. They are essential for carrying all your equipment, so it is important that the pack you choose will be comfortable throughout your hike, just to avoid any unwanted stress or pain. Secondly, you'll want to have comfy clothing and shoes. It's recommended to use polyester or nylon materials, as they're able to keep sweat off the skin and dry fast. Compared to cotton, once that material gets wet, it stays wet. As for footwear, depending on the trail, you can try for either sandals, shoes, or boots. Hiking shoes are recommended because of the lightweight durability it offers, but you might find yourself needing the extra protection and stability of a boot, or even the flexibility of a sandal. Third would be some type of navigation or map. Many hiking locations offer maps that have designated trail lines for you to try. They are often available at visitor centers or online. The fourth necessity would be water. If you plan to go on a short hike, 16 to 32 ounces of water is considered sufficient to keep you hydrated. Unless you are exposed to warmer temperatures or plan on doing endurance activities, then it would be smart to double that. The fifth essential is food. Some easy snacks to carry would be meal bars, trail mix, and fruits such as apples, bananas, and oranges, as they require no refrigeration. The webpage called "What are the different types of hiking gear?" dated 2022, provided by Sports and Hobbies, states that preparedness for all circumstances is key to survival when hiking, regardless of length of departure. So even if you planned a short hike, some extra items that you can consider are a knife or multi-tool, sunscreen or sun protection, a water repellent jacket, and a first aid kit. Even though these items may never be used, it wouldn't hurt to carry them. Now that you understand the day hiking essentials, it's time to explain the other hiking equipment that's meant for overnight hikes. The webpage titled "What to Bring on a Day Hike," dated 2022, provided by the Packable Life, revealed that preparation is everything in the world of hiking, and how you plan your trips could be the difference between chaos and bliss. So things like checking the weather forecast can help you decide if you need to grab a rain jacket or a light coat. Day hiking is usually defined as a hike that can be completed in a day or a couple of hours, but overnight hiking, which is also known as backpacking, is hiking that can be completed overnight or over multiple days. There is no set distance that you need to cover for day hikes and backpacking. With a day hike, you need to take into consideration the distance of the trail you choose. Most short trails will loop around, but in some cases you're going to have to hike the same distance you hiked in back out. Backpacking allows for more freedom in the sense that you can set up camp anywhere, so you're free to travel as you wish. All the items that you carry for a day hike will overlap into what you need for an overnight hike. However, you'll need to obtain a bigger pack, such as one of these, so that you can ensure that you'll have the extra space to carry the necessary equipment, such as a tent and sleeping bag, a cooking stove and cooking equipment, eating utensils, and a headlamp. And you will also need to pack food and water for multiple days. Now that I have explained the difference between day and overnight hiking, it is time to discuss the different hiking locations. In the March 25th, 2022 issue of Sustainability, in an article titled "The Preference Analysis for a Hiker's Choice of Hiking Trail," explains that there is a national scale used to measure the difficulty, length, and danger of a trail. The scale goes from easiest, moderate, moderately strenuous, strenuous, and very strenuous. I've compiled a list of trails located here in Illinois that have different ratings. First, here on our left, we have the Des Plaines River Trail Loop. Coming in at 3.7 miles in length, located near Elmwood Park, the Des Plaines River Trail Loop is considered to be a pretty smooth trip with minimal incline, low traffic, and a single path route. It also has the easiest rating. Another trail, which is similar in length to the last one, is the Pierce Lake Trail. Located nearby at the Rock Cut State Park, this trail reaches 3.5 miles in length and loops around the entire lake. This trail is described as a bit tricky to follow because of dense forest and intersecting paths, but the footpath always remains visible. You can also catch beautiful sights of the lake at different inlets of the trail. This trail has a moderate rating. The last trail, which is here on the right, is the Waterfall Glen Trail located in DuPage County, Illinois. The length of this trail is 9.5 miles and stretches around the entire preserve. This loop trail allows for an incredible view of the natural Rocky Glen waterfall. You can expect no elevation changes and a somewhat smooth surface, making for a quicker hike than you can expect. This trail has a moderately strenuous rating. Today I discuss the different types of hiking equipment, day versus overnight hikes, and hiking locations. All in all, hiking is a rewarding experience. When I was in the 8th grade, I decided to try something new and joined my school's outdoor club. It was a long day hike at the Devil's Lake State Park, and I recall feeling super anxious the night before because I didn't know if I was prepared enough. As you can see, I was wearing Converse, so obviously I was not prepared enough. As the trail was rated very strenuous, meaning it is only recommended for well-conditioned hikers, I had never gone hiking before, and I quickly realized after the first 15 minutes of hiking that the next 4 hours were going to be difficult. My legs burned, and I had that sharp pain in my abdomen that you get after doing a lot of exercise. The inclines of the trail were aggressive, and after doing the first climb, I remember questioning myself how anybody could enjoy this. Despite feeling tired, I certainly appreciated all the views I was able to observe, and took into consideration the fact that I wouldn't have been able to witness such beautiful nature if I didn't climb up a mountain for 2 hours. When I reached the final ascent, I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Feeling the wind blow through my hair and opening my eyes to the most breathtaking view made it all worth it. There is a quote that my instructor said at the top of the mountain. He said, "The best view comes after the hardest climb." And that is certainly true in every aspect.